Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly Connect. In this video, we are going to learn how to update a WooCommerce product from Google Sheets. Suppose I am selling my products by using WooCommerce and I have also prepared a Google Sheets which contains the details of all my WooCommerce products. And now I want that as soon as I will add a new row in that same spreadsheet, automatically by using that same response, the product should be updated in my WooCommerce store. So how we are going to automate this entire process? For this, we will have to integrate both these applications, and that we are going to do with the help of an amazing automation and integration software, Pabbly Connect. Now here we have Google Sheets in our trigger and WooCommerce in our action. So we will be connecting both of them by using Pabbly Connect in order to automate this entire process. And to learn this entire automation step by step, let me take you all to my screen. In this video, we are going to learn that how can we automatically create new products or update existing products in our WooCommerce store by using Google Sheets. So suppose I am selling products on WooCommerce store, and for that I have also prepared a Google Sheets along with all the product details. And now I want that whenever I will add a new row in this particular spreadsheet along with the details of product, automatically by using that same response, the product should be updated in my WooCommerce store. And in case if I will add the details of a new product in this particular spreadsheet, then by using that same response, automatically a new product should be added in my WooCommerce store. Now, in order to create this automation, we will have to integrate our Google Sheets with WooCommerce, and that we are going to do with the help of an amazing automation and integration software, Pabbly Connect. So this is the home page of Pabbly Connect, where we can reach directly by typing pabbly.com/connect, this URL in our browser. And once we will reach on this home page, we can find two options over here, sign in and sign up for free. So if you are an existing user, you can directly click on sign in. But if you are a new user, you have to click on sign up for free button to create your free new account. And also when you will create your account, you will get 100 free tasks every month to explore this amazing software and to test multiple automations. Now, because I'm already an existing user, therefore I'm clicking on sign in. And this is the all app section of Pabbly, where we can find all the products which are offered by Pabbly. To create this automation, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. So let's click on access now. So this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, and here we can find all our workflows which we have created. Also, we can create folders over here in order to save our workflows. As you can see that I have two folders over here on my dashboard. In this test integrations folder, I have saved a lot of workflows. In the same manner, you can create the folders in order to save your workflows accordingly in them. Now, to create a new workflow, we have to click on this create workflow option given on right corner with blue color. So let's do that. And here a dialog box will appear in front of us. So it is asking us to provide a name to this workflow. So first of all, let us provide a name over here. Add or update WooCommerce product from Google Sheets. Okay, so after giving the name, we can also select the folder in which we want to save our workflows. So from the drop down, I'm going to select test integrations folder, and now I'm going to click on create. And now we can find that as we do that, two windows are open in front of us, trigger and action. Now what are trigger and actions? Trigger and actions are the two main concepts or the two main principles on which the entire automation runs. Here the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. That means the action is the response towards our trigger. So whatever we are going to select in our trigger is going to command the entire workflows, and the actions are going to follow that same command. Therefore, we can have only one trigger in any workflow, but we can have multiple actions as we want. Now, let's understand the concept of trigger and action once again with the example of this workflow. Let's say here we are going to take Google Sheets in our trigger and WooCommerce in our action. And we want that as soon as a new row will be added in our Google Sheets, automatically by using that same response, either an existing product in the WooCommerce should get updated or a new product should be added in our WooCommerce store. So here we can find that our action is the response towards our trigger. So whenever the response will be captured from Google Sheets, then only the action is going to take place. Now, after understanding the concept of trigger and action, let's start creating this workflow step by step. First of all, we will select our trigger application, that is Google Sheets. So let's select it. And now we have to select our trigger event. So what is trigger event? Trigger event is the event on the happening of which the workflow is going to start. Okay, so here new or updated spreadsheet row will be our trigger event. And now as we have selected our trigger event, a webhook URL is provided to us along with some instructions which we have to follow in order to connect our spreadsheet with Pabbly Connect. And here the webhook URL which is provided to us is going to act as a bridge, and it is going to send the data from Google Sheets towards Pabbly Connect. Okay, so first of all, let us copy the webhook URL, and then I'm going to tell you exactly what we are supposed to do. So I'm going to take you towards my Google Sheet, and here I have 5 columns in this particular spreadsheet. First is for product name, then for product ID, regular price, sale price, and the product image. So I'm going to connect this particular spreadsheet with Pabbly Connect. First of all, we have to go towards extensions, and then we have to go towards add-ons. When we will click on get add-ons, it is going to take us towards Google Workspace Marketplace. So here we have to search for Pabbly Connect webhooks. Let's select that. And basically, Pabbly Connect Webhooks is the add-on which we have to install in our Google Sheets. As you can find, I have already installed it, so I'm just going to click on cross. And if you are installing it for the first time, you also have to refresh your page after installing so that you can find your add-on here in the extensions. As I can find Pabbly Connect Webhooks over here, so we will directly go towards initial setup. So basically, in order to connect our spreadsheet with Pabbly Connect, we have to do an initial setup in which we have to enter two details, webhook URL and trigger column. So first of all, let us paste the webhook URL which we have copied from Pabbly Connect, and the next is trigger column. So what is trigger column? The concept of trigger column says that whenever the data will be entered up till this particular column, the workflow is going to start. So here in the background, you can find that I have 5 columns over here. So the column E, that is for the product image, is my trigger column. Why? Because I want that whenever I will add the data in this particular spreadsheet up till column E, then the workflow should get start with a response. So here I am going to enter trigger column as E. Okay. Now I am going to click on send test to send the test data towards Pabbly Connect. And after the data is sent, we will submit this initial setup. Okay. So our setup is configured. Let's cross this and we will go back towards Pabbly Connect. And we can find that automatically here we have received the response. So in the response, we have received all the details which we have entered in our spreadsheet, the trigger column, spreadsheet name, spreadsheet ID, sheet name, sheet ID, sale price of the product, row index, regular price, product name, product image, and along with the product ID. Okay, so because we have received the response and all the details are here, that means we have successfully built an integration between our Google Sheets and WordPress. Now, after building the integration, we have to do one more thing. We have to go towards our Google Sheet once again. Again, we will go towards extensions, Pabbly Connect Webhooks, and this time we have to click on send on events. Now, why we have done that? Because we want that whenever we will add a new row in this particular spreadsheet up till our trigger column, that is column E, the data must be keep on sending towards Pabbly Connect. Okay. So here we have clicked on send on events, and now we are going to go back towards Pabbly Connect and we will move towards our next action step. And that is going to be to update the product, that is this particular product in our WooCommerce store. First of all, let me take you towards my WooCommerce store. And here are all the products which I have on my WooCommerce store. Among these products, I want to update this particular product, that is ebook on social media. So it has the regular price of 500 and the sale price of 399, and I have the details for the same product in my Google Sheet as the regular price is 399 and the sale price is 270. So I want to update the price. So here we are going to update the same product. So let's move towards our action step now. Now here, as we know that I have already created the spreadsheet over here along with all the details of the product. But in case if I will add a new row in this particular spreadsheet with the details of the product which I want to create and add in my WooCommerce store, then that particular product will not contain this product ID. In that case, what we are going to do? Now here in that case, we have to apply two conditions in our work. The first condition will be that if the product details added in our Google Sheet is of an existing product, then automatically the product should be updated. But the second condition is that in case if we will add the details of a product which is a new product that we want to add in our WooCommerce store, then this product ID will not be there. So what we are supposed to do, first the product should be added automatically in our WooCommerce store, and then after the product is added, automatically the spreadsheet should be updated, that is the cell value should be updated, and automatically in front of the name of the product, the ID must be updated over here in the spreadsheet. In that case, what we are going to do, we will use router. So router is a feature by Pabbly which allows us to set conditions, that is which takes the workflow into two different routes and it set up the automation according to our condition. So here we have selected router in our action application, and now we are going to select the action event as conditionally run. Let's click on connect, and because router is an inbuilt feature of Pabbly, it is automatically connected. Now we will move further, and here we can find that two routes are given to us, route 1 and route 2. So I am going to first of all rename these two routes into existing products and not existing products. So first of all, let us rename the routes. Okay, so route 1 is for existing products and the route 2 is for non-existing products. Okay, now we will simply click on this set filter and action steps. And you have to keep in mind that router is the last step of your workflow. So whatever actions you want to use after router, you have to use in these routes only. You cannot add any other action step after router. Okay, so now let us apply the filter. Here I want to set one condition, that if the product ID which we have received from our Google Sheet response, that is this is the product ID, is not empty. That is, if we have received the product ID from our Google Sheet response, then this route should continue, and we will click on save and send test request to check the condition if it is true. And yes, this condition is true because the product ID is not empty. So here in that case, automatically the product must get updated. So we will click on the action step to add one more action step. And now in the action application, we are simply going to connect WooCommerce. And now we will select our action event. So what we want to update a product. So here we will simply select update a product and we will click on connect. Now from the given options, I am going to go with the add new connection to build a new connection with my WooCommerce account. If you want, you can also go with your existing connection. After selecting add new connection, we have to enter 3 details over here: consumer key, consumer secret, and website URL. Now from where we are going to find all these details? First of all, let us enter the website URL of our WooCommerce store. Okay. So from where we are going to get it? The instruction is provided to us here. Let us go back towards WooCommerce store. And because WooCommerce is the plugin of WordPress, we have to enter the site URL of our WordPress account up till this paytowall.com WP3. Okay, and we do not have to consider the dash over here. So we will simply copy it. This is our WooCommerce store website and we will simply paste it over here in this website URL field. Done. It is given that we have to enter the URL without ending slash. So we have removed that. Now the next is the consumer key and the consumer secret. In order to find both the details, again the instructions are provided to us here. So we have to go towards our WooCommerce store once again and then we have to go towards settings section. So let me again take you towards my WooCommerce store. So we will click on WooCommerce and here we have to go towards settings. After coming on settings, here we can find the option of advanced. Let's click on it. And here we can find the option of REST API. Let's select it. And as we have selected the REST API option, here are multiple APIs which are already present over here on my WooCommerce store for different purposes. Here we can find that multiple API keys are already present over here. Now to create a new key, we will have to click on this add key button. And we have to enter the details. First of all, it is asking us for the description. In this description field, we have to provide the name to our key. So I am going to enter a random name, let's say integration. The next thing which we have to enter is the permission. So here we are going to give the permission of read and write. Okay. Now we will click on generate API key. And here are both the keys, consumer key and the consumer secret. First of all, let us copy consumer key and we will paste it over here. And the next is consumer secret. So we will copy the consumer secret also and then we will paste it over here. Done. Now we'll click on save. And with this, very easily our WooCommerce account is connected with Pabbly Connect. So we will move further and here we have to enter the details in these fields in order to update the product. So we have received the product ID from our Google Sheets response. We are going to use the same ID over here. So what we are going to do? In order to map the data from our earlier response, that is from Google Sheet response, first of all, we will have to turn this mapping button on. And here I am going to delete the existing data and I will simply map the data which we have received from our Google Sheets response. So now what is mapping? Mapping is inserting the data from our previous step. So we will select our previous step like this and here are all the details which we have received. So whatever data we want, we will simply select that and it will be mapped automatically. Here's the product ID. We have mapped it. Now, why we have mapped this ID instead of entering it manually? Because we want that as soon as a new row will be added in our Google Sheets and the response of that row will be captured here in Pabbly Connect along with the ID, automatically here in this field, the ID should get replaced with a new ID of that new product. But in case if we will enter it manually, then it will become static and it is not going to change with each and every response. Therefore, wherever in the workflow we want that data should get replaced automatically, there we map it. And when we want the data should remain same with each and every response, there we type it manually and that is called as static mapping. After mapping the product ID, we will move further and the next thing which it is asking us is the product name. Again, we have received the name of the product also from our Google Sheet response. So we will simply map the name, that is ebook on social media. Done. The next is the product slug. I am ignoring this field because it is not mandatory. The product status is also given over here as publish. I am going to move towards regular price and the sale price. So here we will simply map the regular price which we have received, that is $3.99. And this is the sale price, $2.70. Okay, so this is the regular price and this is the sale price. After mapping both these details, we will simply move further. And at last, we will map the image. Okay, and at last, we will map the image URL. So we have also received the image URL, the image link of the product. We will simply map that also. This is the image link. Done. And here are all the details. Let's click on save and send test request. And we have received the response. So let us go and check towards WooCommerce store that whether the product is updated there or not. So we will go towards product section and then we will go towards all products. And here we can find that yes, our product is updated with the same ID 61538 and the price is changed to 270. Okay, so this means that our workflow is successful up till now. So we will move further towards our next route. We will cross this and we will go towards the non-existing product route. Let's click on set filter and action step, and here we have to once again apply the filter. So this filter is going to be for the condition if I will add a new row in this particular spreadsheet, and that will be for the new product which is not existing. In that case, what we are going to do? So first of all, let us set the condition, that is if the product ID which we have received from Google Sheets response, that is if this field is empty, then this condition should run. Let's click on save and send test request, and the condition is false. In our case, because currently we have the product ID and it is not empty, therefore the condition is false. But in real time, when we will add a new row in this particular spreadsheet with a blank product ID, then this condition will run. Okay. So now we will move further, and here we will add one more action step, that in this condition what we are supposed to do. In this condition, we have to add the new product in our WooCommerce store. So again, we will search for WooCommerce over here as our action application, and now we will select the action event as create a product. Let's click on connect, and now from the given options I'm going to go with the existing connection only because we have already built the connection with WooCommerce. Let's click on save, and again our WooCommerce account is connected with Pabbly Connect. So you have to enter the details in these fields in order to create a new product. First of all, we have to provide the name of the product that we are going to simply map from our earlier response only so that it could change. Ebook on social media. Okay. The product slug, product type is simple, product type publish, and now we are going to map the regular and the sale price. So we will simply map the regular price first. This is $3.99 and this is the sale price. Okay. If you want, you can also provide the description of your product in this field. Okay. I'm directly going to map the image URL and done. Okay. So we will simply click on save and send test request. And we have received the response, and with that response we have also received a new ID of the product which is recently published on our WooCommerce store. So let's go back towards WooCommerce and we will refresh the page once. And yes, here we can find a new product is published. So what we are going to do in order to sync our Google Sheets with WooCommerce store, I want that as soon as a new product will be added in my WooCommerce store, automatically the ID should be updated here in my spreadsheet also. So in that case, we are going to move further and we will add one more action step here. Let's click on add action step button, and we will select the action application as Google Sheets once again. We will select the action event as update cell value, as we want to update a particular cell value over here. Okay, we want to update the product ID, and now we are going to click on connect. So here from the given options, again I'm going to go with the existing connection only as we have already built the connection with Google Sheets. Let's click on save. And with this, our Google Sheets is connected with Pabbly Connect. So let's move further. And now we have to select our spreadsheet name, which we want to connect. My spreadsheet name is WooCommerce Products. So from the drop down, I'm going to select the same. As I've only created one sheet in this particular spreadsheet, so that is already selected as sheet 1 over here. The next thing which it is asking us is the range. This is very important step. So we have to enter the range in which we want to update the cell. So the example is given over here. We have to enter the column name and then we have to enter the row index. So this is the column which I want to update. That is for the product ID column B. So here I'm going to simply enter column B. Okay, so the column B is going to be same every time because we want to update the product ID in this particular column only. So I have entered it manually and it has become static now. So it is not going to change with each and every response. But in case of row index, because it is going to be changed every time as we will add new rows in this particular spreadsheet. Therefore, we are going to map the row index from our earlier response. That is from Google Sheets response. So here we have received the row index, that is 2. We have mapped it. Now because we have mapped the row index, it is going to be changed every time with a new response, but the column name is going to be same. So this is our range in which we want to update the cell. Done. The next is the value which we want to update. We want to update this particular product ID. So we will simply map the product ID which we have received from our earlier response, that is from WooCommerce response. Let's select that and it is mapped. Let's click on save and send test request, and here we have received the response. So let's go and check on our Google Sheets, and yes, we can find that a new product ID is updated over here. Okay, 61544, the ID of the new product which is recently created, 61544. Done. So now we have successfully completed our workflow, and after completing we are going to test this workflow once again. So what I am going to do, I am going to add one new row here in this particular spreadsheet. First I am going to add a row for the existing product, that is, let's say for this round neck t-shirt, I want to update this particular product. So I am going to enter round neck t-shirt, and here I am going to enter the product ID of that same t-shirt, 61527. The regular price of the product is 600 and the sale price is 500. So here I'm going to enter the updated because I want to update the price. So instead of 600, I'm going to enter 899, and instead of the sale price, I'm going to enter 699. I want to change the price. And now the image link. So this is the image link. I have copied it and now I'm going to paste it here in this field. Okay, done. So after entering the details, let's check whether the price of the product is updated or not. So we can find that yes, automatically the price of the product, that is round neck t-shirt, is updated from 600 to 899 and the sale price is updated to 699. This means that our workflow is running fine. Let's check this workflow once again. Here I'm going to add the details of a new product that does not exist in my WooCommerce store. Let's say ebook on natural resources. Okay, just a random product name. And now I'm going to enter the regular price of the product. Let's say 570 is the regular price, and I'm going to enter the sale price as 350. And now I'm going to enter the product image URL over here. So here I have entered the product image link. Okay, as I have entered the detail up till my trigger column, that is column E, let's go and check towards our WooCommerce store whether automatically a new product with a name as ebook on natural resources and this price is added there or not. So here are all the products. Let me refresh this page once. And yes, we can find that ebook on natural resources added over here automatically without any manual efforts within seconds. The ID is also given over here, 61547. The price is 570 and 350, and this is the image. Let me open the product and show you. So this is the product. Okay. Now what we are going to do, we will go back on our Google Sheets and we will check whether automatically the ID of this product is added or updated there or not. And yes, we can find without any efforts, here the ID is updated for the product in front of the name of the product in the column B, which we have entered. This means that our workflow is running perfectly fine and we have successfully built an integration between Google Sheets and WooCommerce store, and we have synced our Google Sheets with WooCommerce. Now we will go back towards Pabbly Connect and we will summarize here what we have done. So we have taken two simple steps here: trigger and action. In trigger, we have taken Google Sheets, and in action, we have taken Router by Pabbly, and we have connected both of them by using Pabbly Connect in such a way that now whenever a new row will be added in our Google Sheets along with the details of the product, automatically by using that same response, our automation will run with two conditions. First condition will apply automatically if the product which we have entered is an existing product of WooCommerce, then that product will automatically get update with the new change. And the second condition will apply in case we will enter a new product details in our Google Sheets. In that condition, automatically first the product will be added in our WooCommerce store, and after that automatically the product ID will be updated in our spreadsheet. So in this way, very easily by following the same steps, we can create this automation, and by setting up an integration between Google Sheets and WooCommerce with the help of this workflow, we can very easily sync our Google Sheets and our WooCommerce store. So whenever we will add the data, automatically the same details will be updated in a product in our WooCommerce store, and also with the help of it we can automatically add new products in our WooCommerce store. Okay, so this was it in this video. I hope this was helpful for you. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but you can integrate many other applications by using Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can directly reach out to us at support@pabbly.com. If you want to ask any query, you can reach out to us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you want to ask any pricing related issue, then you can directly reach out to the website given over here. Now, if you find this video helpful in any way, do not forget to share it with your friends. And also, please like our videos and subscribe our channel to learn more such automations.